Hello, my name is Attila Karpati, and welcome to the tarot reading. Uh, Today, before the reading, uh, I would like to discuss a little bit about esoteric, occult, and divinatory tarot, respectively commercial tarot. The following is not a rant. I may sound redundant, but most people still don't understand it, and I must explain it again. Esoteric means A. Designed for or understood by the specially initiated alone. B. Requiring or exhibiting knowledge restricted to a small group or difficult to understand. The word occult has a similar meaning. Occult may mean secret, not easily apprehended or understood, mysterious, hidden from view, or concealed. Divination, conversely, refers to the art or practice that seeks to foresee or foretell future events or discover hidden knowledge, usually by interpreting omens or using supernatural powers. Divination is a fancy formula for fortune telling. However, it requires knowledge and thorough understanding of esoteric matters such as astrology, numerology, alchemy, and Kabbalah. It is a matter of learning. The tarot is an instrument of preserving and transmitting occult esoteric knowledge, and although it also has a divinatory function that is secondary. Most modern tarot decks originate from or have been copied from the Rider-Waite deck. However, the Rider-Waite Tarot is a commercial deck with low esoteric content. Long story short, Waite built his deck mainly inspired by Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mather's 1888 pamphlet The Tarot, which was roughly based on Attila's Tarot. However, Mather's work contains several misinterpretations and mistranslations. Therefore, the Rider-Waite Tarot's illustration of the minor arcana cards represent a graphic depiction of one of Attila's keywords associated with each card, while the major arcana is a slightly altered version of the Tarot of Marseille. Attila published his deck in 1789, specially designed for divination. Unfortunately, most of his original work has been lost or remains untranslated. The works of his pupils have been mainly used as a reference for his deck. Based on the design of some cards, we may suspect that their meaning was based on astrology, but identifying a particular system is impossible. His work subsequently copies and alterations affected and harmed its original content and meaning. The most representative example is the Rider-Waite deck and its various clones. Although Waite was a member and at some point the head of Golden Dawn, his deck did not incorporate the teaching of the Hermetic Order. Pamela Colman Smith was also member of the order, but like Waite, she was also Christian and disconsidered divination. The Rider-Waite deck was conceived for the sole purpose of commercial interest, but failed to succeed. The man who eventually managed to capitalize on the Rider-Waite deck was Stuart Kaplan, the founder of US Game Systems. Therefore, it is fundamental to discern between esoteric and commercial tarot decks and practices. Most people still misuse and abuse terms such as occult, esoteric, and divination. Esoteric also means knowledge based, yet most modern works are intuition based and speculative. Both authors and publishers are seeking commercial success and not widening or understanding. Actually, dumber is better. After all, their goal is not education but making profit. What is largely available and easily accessible is rarely esoteric but exoteric. Exoteric refers to knowledge outside and intended for a person's experience and can be fully appreciated and understood by anyone, in contrast to esoteric knowledge. Exoteric means common knowledge. Tush is esoteric means extraordinary, exoteric means ordinary. As a result, most modern tarot decks and tarot related books are ordinary and strictly commercial. Genuine esoteric decks are extremely rare. I will only mention a few. Uh, the Attila's deck, and I will show this. This is the Attila deck. I will show you a couple of cards. This is the Attila deck. Uh, of course, the famous uh, Crowley's deck, the Toad Tarot. Uh, Another esoteric deck is the Magic Tarot of Frederick Lionel, a very beautiful deck and a very interesting book with with an original philosophy, and not at least the alchemical Jungian Tarot, the Tarot by Robert Wang. It's also an esoteric work. Uh, I will put this back to be seen. Unsurprisingly, they are not necessarily the most popular or commercially successful decks. Although Crowley's deck became popular and commercially successful, few people truly dug into its depth. Sometimes genuine occult esoteric materials can be found in the wide open, but few people will see and understand their value. At the bottom line, it is your choice. You have you are here because you want to understand, put real effort into learning, or you are here content to be a useful idiot. So this was my introduction for today. I think the matter of esoteric, uh, occult, and divinatory tarot is very important because still many people misuse it and refer uh, to esoteric, uh, speak about esoteric tarot when they actually work with commercial decks such as the Rider Waite deck. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against commercial materials. They have their purpose in this world, but it's not good for anybody to mistake commercial decks for esoteric decks and believe that they are working with esoteric tarot while they are using uh, commercial decks such as the Rider Waite deck. Now let's see the reading for today. I have the cards prepared for you. Card of the day, past, future, a combination of three cards that will reveal interesting things for us for today. Let's see. Five of Cups in reverse position. It's the card for today. It's a water card, uh, and it's a reactive card. Now, when I say reactive, it's the term I use uh, for passive, because as I often said in the nature, in the universe, it's no such thing as passive. Everything, uh, every energy is active, but it's active in a very different manner. So the Five of Cups, it's a reactive card. It means that we are acting on impulses coming from the outside. We are provoked. We are put in situation where we have to react. And the Five of Cups uh, in reverse position signify mixed emotion. It means that we are confused. We don't know clearly how to interpret some signals we receive and how to react to those signals. In my book, uh, Introducing the Unified Esoteric System and Tarot, I associated a quote with each card, and the quote here is: "A Christian moon and an innocent shall find their glory and adoration at the end of the tunnel." So, two different energies are coming together here and must find a way to communicate and to act together. This is the key element of this card. Also, as I said, often the number five here refers to the segments of the card on the zodiac, respectively, its association with the tree of life, but it's not the numerical esoteric value of the card. The five here refers to the Sephiroth called beauty, and it means that we need balance and integration. We have to find to communicate and do something with somebody else. And the number here it's 4 and refers to moon, and it's also about collaborate doing things together. We in speaking in time, the Five of Cups refers to the period between October 23 and November 2. And because uh, this is in Scorpio, uh, the Five of Cups, it represents the time frame between 3:20 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is the best time frame when you have to think about this card and try to integrate it into your daily practice. Now, as I said with these reverse cards, sometimes what you can do to switch the position of the card, to turn it back to its natural position, it's by looking at its opposite card, and the opposite card here is the Five of Discs, a card from Taurus, and it's about work, about putting the work into this collaboration in order to make it work and in order to allow us to grow, to move further. Now let's see the complete three card reading uh, for past uh, three of disc, discipline, and for the outcome we have the Nine of Swords in reverse position again, meaning shallowness. The risk here, therefore, is to make only superficial things, make things only on the surface to work without really getting into the details, into the deeper meanings uh, of the situation. It can work for a while, but on long term, it may bring more troubles, more problems. This was the reading for today. Uh, uh, yes, We don't know what is the system behind Attila's deck. Uh, that information it's lost. Uh, if you know the Attila's deck, you can see that on the minor arcana cards there are some astrological sign symbols, not on all the cards, which got us very confused about what could have been the complete system. Attila uh, said that he learned from a mysterious mentor uh, the system, but far as I know, he was not very specific about it, and I didn't read anything from Attila uh, because he wrote in French, and I don't know if that books are still available. I never see those books translated, and most of the books dealing with Attila and his system are written by his pupils who are not speaking about astrology, not speaking about Kabbalah, are more superficial than Attila seems he was. So you have a question, how can I improve my communication with a mentor? Well, it's a very complex question, and I don't know if a simple three card reading can help you with that. And also, it's my opinion, it's a very practical matter. Uh, you should know what is your relationship with your mentor, and improving communication. I don't know what you mean by that, because communication must be a two-way street. Your mentor needs to communicate with you, and you have to communicate with your mentor. And and this is how it works. It's very simple, and it's up to you and your mentor, if the communication is not working well, to discuss this thing with your mentor and find together a way to improve it. I don't know if a reading can help you with that. So, Queen of Disc, efficiency. Okay, here what the cards answers to you. Be efficient in your communication. Say clearly what you want and hope that your mentor will give you that answer. Uh, Meanwhile, Tanya, if you want a reading, please read the guidance from the description of this video and ask a question now, because if there will be no question till I finish this reading, I will close this session. Okay, so efficiency. You need to be straight up with your mentor and say exactly what you want, and this is how you will improve. Let's see the other cards for past Knight of Disc Pride. It seems that there might have been an issue of pride in the past, and for future we have the Four of Swords, signifying originality, need to be original. In this case, probably also mean honest in your communication. Tell exactly what you want, what you expect, and have a open discussion with your mentor. Okay, I will wait about 1 minute to see if some questions will pop up in the chat, and if not, I will close this session. Unfortunately, only at the end of the next week, I will get back my working computer, so we will continue with these live readings at least for the next week. So see you on Sunday again at the same time. Okay, Tanya didn't ask any questions and no other questions appeared in the chat. I will close this session now. See you on Sunday at the same time. And if you have questions, you can ask me then. Have a great weekend. Try to relax tomorrow. Do something else. Take your mind away from your normal things and enjoy a little bit of time doing something else. Have a great day. Have a nice weekend. See you on the Sunday. Goodbye.